of becoming familiar with OS X and the home screen. For this first slide here, just like to go over some of the layout. This is OS X Mavericks, which is the current Apple operating system. It is 64-bit. It is Unix based, for those of you that know anything about programming, but it is soon to be updated to OS X Yosemite. But in this first step, I just wanted to show each of you how to properly restart or shut down your computer. And so, as you see on the screen here, there's a few different options you can do that. Here you can go to the Apple icon in the top left hand corner, and you can see the options right here to sleep, restart, or shut down. If you're using a MacBook laptop, if you close your laptop and shut the screen so that it's facing down on top of the keyboard, that'll actually automatically put it into sleep mode. That does not shut down the computer. In order to fully shut down the computer, you'll select this shutdown option, or if you simply need to restart it, of course you'll do that. If you want to force it into a sleep mode, which could be someone that might want to still have the MacBook up in an upright position but wants to have it go into sleep mode, you can select that option manually there. You may want to know where to access your applications. Now, there are many different ways you can access your applications. The default ones are primarily going to be down here on what is called the dock. I have extra ones there as I've downloaded more over time. This is my personal computer. But that isn't not going to be the only source or the only location for where your applications will be. You sometimes will have to locate additional ones on your computer that you don't see on the dock. So where are those? If you're using a MacBook Pro computer, you can look down at your keyboard. This is an image I took of my own keyboard. There is an actual button on Mac keyboards to access your applications, and that is this right here. This is the key that you can do to pull up those F4 key, and if you hit that, it'll show all the different applications that you have on your computer. It shows the different ones that I have here. You can hit it again to have it go off your screen. Another way you can access your applications is you can always use Spotlight here to do a Spotlight search, and you can type in applications, and you'll see here it pulls them up as being available right there, the different applications that I have on my computer. A third option that you can access your applications is by selecting what is called Launchpad, which there is an icon for right here on OS X Mavericks. That button on your keyboard is also a Launchpad key that takes you directly there, and you'll notice that if I click on the actual Launchpad. On OS X, there are several options for accessing your downloads. By default, they are always going to be down here on your dock under the link that says downloads here. If you click on that, you can see some of the last several downloads that I have had on this computer, and then you can just click on whichever one you want to access them from your most recent. You can also go to Finder up here, and you can type in downloads, as you see I've done there, and you can access anything also that I've downloaded here. So you can click on that and you can see all these different downloads over time that I've done. So of course I say by default, that's where they always are. A lot of times when you download a file, just like on a Windows machine, it does give you the option to select where you want to download that item to, so you can sometimes select to the desktop to have an item saved to your desktop. Spotlight is a lot like the search box on a Windows computer, but with a Mac it is located over here in the top right hand corner and is this little spyglass icon here. You can, whenever you use Spotlight, it'll locate anything on your computer, so if you ever accidentally delete your downloads folder, you can always go up here and you can search for it and find it again. If there's something that you know you've downloaded but somehow have misplaced where it saved to, you can always come here and you can search for anything you want. So whether that is Skype, I want to find where Skype is. If I removed it from my dock, I can click here and it shows me that my Skype is in my applications folder. So Spotlight is extremely helpful, especially if you lose something that you've saved that's really important. You can always go in there and you can type it in and you can find it. Of course, as you see here, Spotlight also searches not just what's on your computer, but also you can use it as a way to find things on the internet as well. Up next, we'll be talking about the App Store. So what is the App Store? Well, the App Store is an application that they have built in now into the OS X operating system that you can access here. It'll always come defaulted on your dock. And you can select it, this little circle here, icon. It shows you if you have any updates. Apparently I have an update for some software. It's just a quick way to glance at it to see, so you can know that. Anyway, here you can see I'm looking at the Snagit software. But you can go over to featured, and it shows what some of the most popular applications are right now that people are buying and using on their Mac computer. So is the App Store the only place you can buy software for the Mac? Well, no, it is not. By default, it is going to be the case. So in order to be able to install applications from the web, you actually need to go over here to the Apple icon in the top left hand corner and go to System Preferences, Security and Privacy, and you can see that it's locked right here. You can see in this grayed out section it says allow apps to be downloaded from. It has the Mac App Store. I have the Mac App Store and identified developers checkmarked right now myself, or you can also select anywhere. To change that, you have to unlock it here and put in your password, and then you can change the setting, and it will save that and for as long as it is until you go back in and change it back. So can you download software from other places? Yes, you can. So Apple does have it nice and neat, set up really easy for you to access games or other important software right here in the App Store application they have built into. That is going to be something that you're going to want to know as you make adjustments. You can locate them by selecting the Apple icon here in the top left hand corner of the toolbar, and you can see the drop down and select System Preferences, and you can make any adjustments that you need to how your mouse responds, your trackpad, adjusting your security settings, which I showed you earlier. You can do that there. You can also save your system preferences down to your dock, as I've done here. You can access them there. Of course, if you always forget or can't remember how, you can always type it in Spotlight and pull it up that way. So where do you go to check for a software update? There are a few different options to do that. You can either use the Apple icon here on the toolbar at the top left hand corner and select Software Update, and that will pull up a check here where you can see I have a software update for Safari and also for Pages, so those are pretty important, so I should be doing those. And you can also see that what you've most recently installed, at least in the last 30 days, down here below. Another way you can select to check for your software updates is to go to the actual App Store down here. If you select that, it's still loading here, but you can see on the bar there is an option to select updates from the toolbar, and again you can see the same thing. It pulls up the same thing for you.